Hello ZANPF. Phambili kubambana. Basine Mandu. Thank you very much. Comrades, we gather yet again for our scheduled ordinary session of the Politburo to reflect on events undertaken since our last meeting, as well as to plan for those ahead. Allow me, on behalf of the Central Committee of ZANPF and the party as a whole, and on my behalf, to pay sincere and deep condolences to the government and people of the Republic of Angola, as well as our comrades in the MPLA party, and indeed His Excellency President João Lourenço, President of Angola, following the passing on of former President His Excellency José Eduardo dos Santos. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Comrades, I want to congratulate the Women's League for successfully hosting their 7th elective conference, whose report will be tabled during this meeting. I commend all party departments as well as provinces for the work that was undertaken in the build-up and subsequently successful holding of the 7th elective conference of the Women's League. Lessons must be drawn from both the Youth and Women's League conferences. In addition, the diligent implementation of resolutions should see the constant improvement and modernization of our party systems, as well as the delivery of a higher quality of life for our people. The focus must now shift to ensuring an equally successful conference of the veterans of the liberation struggle. The success of the conferences demonstrate that the party is a supreme organ that can never be stopped. We are marching forward to a thunderous 2023 election victory. No opposition in whatever form can ever stop our colossal revolutionary ZANPF party from victory. Our party will continue to consolidate our revolutionary and economic gains for the good of the majority of our people. We will never apologize for being a people-centered party, a party from the people and for the people. We are the only party with a revolutionary history, a plan for the present, and a clear vision for the prosperous future of our great motherland, Zimbabwe. Comrades, as we prepare for hosting of the Conference of Veterans of the Liberation Struggle and the subsequent setting up of the structures of this league, I call upon the party across all provinces to facilitate and support the exercise. In the formation of structures for the War Veterans League, provinces and districts are directed to strictly adhere to the laid down guidelines. This is a strategic wing of our colossal party, as our veterans remain the bedrock upon which our country's protracted liberation armed struggle, experiences, and revolutionary spirit reside. In them is a wealth of knowledge that must be tapped to give impetus to the ideological grounding of all party cadres and also invigorate our mobilization initiatives. It is also important that the Politburo reflects on the progress made with regards to the holding of our National Congress. Other critical matters which relate to both party and government programs and projects will be discussed. Comrades, the history and democratic nature of our party is one that entails that we submit and subject ourselves to the people of this great country for a new mandate every 5 years. Ultimately, all our activities must be towards retaining the mandate to govern our great country. Individually and collectively, we have the sacred responsibility to ensure that we defend the revolution which saw many sons and daughters losing their lives by a thunderous winning the 2023 harmonized general elections. Let us never lose sight of this revolutionary vision. All our activities and focus must be towards mobilizing the electorate to register and vote for ZANU-PF, right from the president down to councillors at ward level. In preparation for the 2023 harmonized general elections, the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission now has the figures of the number of registered voters per province to date. Although the voter registration exercise is still ongoing, I expect each province of the party to have a preliminary scientific process of determining how many of those will account for the ZANU-PF vote. This must go beyond sloganeering and translate into a strategy. In light of this, the Politburo, along with the Central Committee, the PCCs and provincial executive committees must provide strategic guidance to our lower structures. We must all focus on the bigger picture of mobilizing the people to win these forthcoming elections. There is no room for bickering and personality clashes, which may ultimately cost our party votes. This is alien to our value systems as a party. Equally, leaders must go down to the people. I expect more visibility of the party leadership at the grassroots level. Let us immerse ourselves with the people and explain the current state of affairs of our nation. It is therefore the duty of every leader to ensure that the results of our programs continue to depict the work of the party at the cell, village, branch, district level. Our communities should enjoy the fruits of the Second Republic's shared and equalized development as we march towards the realization of our Vision 2030. I specifically challenged the Youth and Women's League to align with their various associates to aggressively roll out membership and voter mobilization activities. The key result area for us all is getting as many people as possible to register and ultimately vote for ZANU-PF during the 2023 elections. The party leadership must take a keen interest and facilitate our people to acquire national civil registration documents. The inspection of the voters' roll for the delimitation exercise will be conducted over the period 17th to 26th July this month, and the party must be alive to this exercise. Similarly, focus should be on resoundingly winning in forthcoming by-elections, which include those to be held in Gokwe Kabuyuni constituency on 27 August 2022, next month. Comrades, the work ethic of the Second Republic, which has made sure that all provinces and districts of our country have visible, completed projects, is bearing fruit. Similarly, our policies across all sectors of the economy are positively impacting our people. In all our activities, we promise to deliver 2018 election manifesto in all the sectors identified. I challenge the party structures word by word to deploy robust strategies to publicize the success of our policies right at the community level. The party should take the lead in this regard so that our people appreciate the visible strides the party is making in growing the economy and enhancing livelihoods. Since our last session of the Politburo, I have commissioned a number of high-impact and people-centered projects. These include the Murewa E-Registry Department Office, Radno Mine in Mudzi, Bikita Minerals Lithium Project in Masvingo, Mount Meru Oil Manufacturing Factory in Mausekwa, Mashonaland East, and the Marondera University of Agricultural Sciences and Technology Agro-Industrial Park in Mashonaland East. I take this opportunity to commend the leadership of Mashonaland East and Masvingo Province for mobilizing many of our membership to witness these flagship projects. Other programs, such as the bore drilling program, which will see every village having a bore and community garden, has begun in earnest. The support and thorough planning by my government has seen our farmers across the country planting an unprecedented total hectarage for the winter wheat crop. This will see us attaining about 13 months cover for wheat. May I, on behalf of the party and our Politburo, congratulate the farmers for the support they have given to our policies. Congratulations. As the ZANU-PF government, we are also heightening the preparations for the 2022-2023 summer cropping season for the usual support to our farmers under Pfumvudza Itwansa program. In view of climate change, government will be scaling up cooperation with partners both within the country and various institutions in Africa and beyond to have a wider range of seed varieties to mitigate the risk of droughts. Only yesterday, I had the opportunity of meeting my brother, the president of the African Development Bank, whom I requested to come to Zimbabwe, and they obliged. And the African Development Bank is willing to support agriculture on the African continent. He informed me that whereas Africa has a population of about 1.3 billion people, 70% of our food insecurity is supplied by Ukraine, which has 44 million people, supplying 1.3 billion people. This Africa has stood up to end and be self-sufficient in terms of food. The entire crop of leadership on the African continent are now determined to cooperate to attain food security as a continent. Zimbabwe will not be left behind. Going forward, I exhort party leadership at all levels to foster and entrench the value of hard, honest, creative and industrial work among our people. It is only through hard, honest work, production and productivity that we can lift more of our people out of poverty and enjoy an improved quality of life. I was challenging last week our government departments and agencies at Mchekerama Dam in Mashonaland East Province, where as a result of the construction of that dam, 48 families had to be removed. But the government has resettled them, providing them with modern agriculture equipment and pivots. They are now able to grow crops all year round. And they told me they are now out of poverty. As a party, we must know the number of households we have empowered and lifted out of poverty. I only realized this last week when the families told me that, Mr. President, we are out of poverty. At the continental level, we welcome and congratulate the election of Chief Fortune Charumbira as the President of the Pan-African Parliament. Congratulations, Charumbira. Meanwhile, currently, Zimbabwe is hosting the International Cricket Council Men's T20 World Cup Qualifier B in Bulawayo. This is testimony to the growing confidence the global community is having on our great motherland, Zimbabwe. Under the Second Republic, every Zimbabwean is important, no matter their sector or human endeavor. The party must accordingly recognize, support, and facilitate our people to realize their full potential. In this respect, the structures of the party should ensure that our communities are mobilized and organized to participate in every sphere of national development. Finally, comrades, I would like to reiterate that serving the party is a privilege and not a right. Every leader across the districts and provinces must thus cherish the role and opportunity and mandate entrusted to him or her by the people and our colossal revolutionary party as a privilege, but not as a right. As party leaders, our role is to work hard to advance the collective goals of our party and the beloved motherland, Zimbabwe. No one is bigger than the party. Like the main sons and daughters of the soil who fought for our freedom and independence, we must be selfless, committed, persistent, patriotic, and unflinchingly loyal to our party and its leadership, no matter personal challenges. In everything that we do, let us recommit ourselves to upholding the constitution of the party, our ideology, values and traditions that have served the party to date. Pasine gumbo mumba, gumbo panze, mupati yedu is ZANU-PF. The stage of our revolution requires uttermost loyalty, commitment, and dedication. In conclusion, I call upon the party and nation at large to remain peaceful and unite against provocation and instigated acts of violence by our usual detractors and their surrogate pseudo-opposition parties. Our national institutions were established to advance our national interests. It is in this context that they must be respected. We will not broker devious machinations to weaken them from whatever quarter. The security systems are fully aware of the various antics at play and they stand ready to appropriately deal with such mischief. Peace, unity, and stability must continue to prevail in our motherland, Zimbabwe. I thank you. Let us move on to our normal agenda. I thank you.